with the Houston Texans. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. Not here.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. 22 yards there, a first down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Brees now on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into the red zone, it's Brees. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Key to tight end, key to tight end. You got 3 down, 3 down.
Throwing again on second down. Brees. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
46, Mike, 46. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
At their 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go. Now let's get there.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Here's Watson. Completes this to Waring. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Here's Watson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Fourth down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel. Marcus Sherrill's deep for the Saints. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And that's caught by Smith. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
At the 41-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Breeze to throw again. Over the middle to Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
On first down, Breeze. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready. HG Gator.
Drop deep, drop deep. Double time, double time. 3 down, 3 down. Check that.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Watson. And he has his tight end. That's Wesco. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
And the Texans first down.
Set. Let's go, D.
Watson. He's got Fuller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set. 19. I hope you brought your left, because I'm about to take you to school. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Watson on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Breeze to throw. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Saints, first down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw, it's Breeze. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Breeze now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go. Alert. Check my 47. Come on. 47's the mark, boy. 47. Check. 47. All right, T, let's
out of the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
So don't say nothing.
The final shot before half for Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So we are at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. Lamar Miller. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Check three, check three, check three. Watch the eye.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
From the 30 on second down, Breeze. He'll air it out deep for a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Third and 2, Watson. To the right side, complete to Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kahale Waring with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
3 down, 3 down.
Ready. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from second to third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
Breeze now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. Now Breeze again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Second and 6 at the Texans' 30-yard line.
Ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Check, check. Lucky. We're good. I4, ready.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. There's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Watson now to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
We got this.
their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check 13.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nick Perry on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch up, switch up.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And a loose football, and the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Texans push further out in front. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Brees able to find the veteran Ginn, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
5-8. Two kill.
Brees now on first down. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got the completion to Hopkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Miller. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give Miller another crack. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 124. Switch. Out.
Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And this will be a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here. Now Breeze. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
What is that? 19! Settles the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
A loss of a yard on the play.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Texans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.